Every time you leave the kitchen area, you should have your black cart loaded up with certain items you might need. You should always have your sanitizing bucket and your rag. You should have an empty container to dump dirty toothpaste into. You should have your chips. You should have your crackers. And it will also save you a trip back to the kitchen if you bring some full toothpick containers and some clean spoons and clean knives. Now we're ready to head out onto the sales floor. Now we're ready to begin refreshing each sampling station and collecting the empty samples that need to be replaced. Now, the samples that are out on the sales floor are not labeled. So, in order for you to remember what you took with you, you need to follow the same path of the sales floor every time you come out. Now, we're going to start along the walls here and leave the inner tables alone. There are certain things you need to look for at every sampling station. First, is the sample empty, almost empty, or sloppy looking? If so, you need to take it and replace it. You also need to look for if the counters need to be wiped, if the clean toothpicks are empty, if the dirty toothpicks are full and need to be dumped out, and if the jars or containers need to be straightened and look neat and uniform. This is the pickle bowl. Here, we see crooked containers all the way along the wall. They need to be straightened. We also see dirty toothpicks that are full and need to be emptied. And we see clean toothpicks that are empty and need to be replaced. This is the relish wall. Here we see a sloppy sample that, even though it's not empty, you do want to take it because it doesn't look simply well famous. When you're not sure whether or not to take or leave the sample, ask yourself if you would want to eat out of it. Also, this sample here is missing the spoon. And this sample here has a very messy lid. You can take the lid and leave the sample. And last, this sample, the lid has fallen off. And even though the counter might look clean, you don't want to put the lid back on top of the sample because the counter could still be dirty. You can bring a clean lid next time you come out. This is the salsa wall. Here we have some empty samples that need to be taken and replaced. The counter has gotten messy and needs to be wiped. And the chips have gotten low. Don't wait for them to be completely empty to fill them. Fill them every time you come out. Now, we've completed the main walls and you've seen what you need to look for in order to properly refresh each sampling station. Every time we do a lap of the sales floor, you'll do this main wall first, and then you'll continue around the perimeter of the store, and last, you'll weave in and out of all of the tables. Once you're confident that you have refreshed every sampling station out on the floor, you're ready to head back into the kitchen and bring out your fresh, clean samples.